Good day, beautiful beings. Welcome back to Spiritual Self-Mastery. In today's episode, we're going to talk about my first ever 5-MeO-DMT experience, or often called Bufo, or basically, the frog venom from the popular psychedelic toad called Bufo avarius. Enjoy this video. Okay, my friends, so before I start, there's different types of DMT, right? There's NN-DMT, which is, which give the effects are a lot more visual effects, can give you ego death experiences and also, out-of-body experiences, basically synthetically induced. And basically, the 5-MeO-DMT has a lot less visuals and is apparently much more powerful experience. But each of the different ones have their own experiences. But it's also you'll have DMT in thousands of different types of plants all around the world. And 5-MeO-DMT is also found in certain plants, but is mainly found in this psychedelic toad, Bufo avarius. So anyways, my experience was quite profound, my friends. I wrote a couple notes here, but it was intense. It's nothing I've ever experienced before. I've experienced some DMT experiences before, where I went out of body, visited, dimensions beyond, what's currently comprehensible. Completely opened my mind. So it's quite profound. But 5-MeO-DMT, so I had my experience basically 2 days ago, and it was absolutely insane. It's a very rapid onset. 5-MeO-DMT is very different than the DMT you'll find in ayahuasca brew that usually is in chacruna leaves. So basically, the 5-MeO-DMT experience is often referred to as like a godlike experience, a meeting with God or a meeting with the divine or whatever you want to call it. It doesn't really matter. But it is definitely a spiritual experience, and that connects people deeply with their own spirituality. And my own experience, smoked it, was absolutely beautiful. We did it by right in front of the sea with the facilitator. It was such a beautiful, blissful experience, and it was so beautiful. I gotta tell you guys. So when I ingested it, basically, it took maybe after 10 seconds after taking my first hit, basically, everything started to vibrate highly. It's almost as if the vibrations went very, very high. And I could literally, my psychic senses were basically amplified all of a sudden. I could literally see the aura in front, the aura of the facilitator in front of me. I could literally see the vibrations in his aura. It was kind of like a rainbow around him, almost. It was, it was very, very interesting. I could literally see auras. I could see basically all the energies around. It was insane. But it was very, very powerful, and I felt the need to kind of lay down. So I lay down after doing it. But so everything was vibrating a little bit, and I could see literally the auras, and everything kind of had this. I could see basically the vibration of everything around me. As I was looking around, everything basically emanated some rainbow colors. It was very beautiful. The colors were amplified. Everything was, very rainbow-like. but it felt like a white cloud, okay, was kind of like approaching and engulfing me in my soul. But a very positive experience, much less dark than some of my NN-DMT experiences. But basically, 5-MeO was powerful, very blissful, positive. Oh my god, I'm so mind blown. Like, so the white cloud kind of approached me. It almost felt like I had a trip to heaven, basically. Then I felt the white cloud engulfing my consciousness more and more, and I felt like I was leaving my body, had a full-blown ego death, and then I kind of like blanked, kind of like a dream. And then when I came back, actually everything was still like, very profound. I could see the waves of the water in front of me with the energy, and it was like almost kind of like a movie. Like, I could see literally reality being created in front of me from almost like the lens of God, so to speak. It's interesting. I was seeing all the auras, all the colors. Was just absolutely gorgeous, but it was so profound. Like, I literally felt during my experience, that moment when I blanked out, it was more like a feeling, an absolutely feeling of bliss, drifting on the white cloud of pureness, the pureness of creation, almost. It was absolutely stunning. And so when I came back, I was like, wow, oh my god, I was looking, and I was seeing like a friend there, and like, I could see like the auras everywhere. It was really interesting. It's almost as if like I was literally connected to the spirit world, and I could see all the energies and all the different spirits, the different energies from people and their auras. And the facilitator had such a big heart. He was such a gentle, loving soul. He was helping me also when I was coming back, and I was like, oh my god, like I felt like like I had, like when I came back, I didn't know exactly 100% what reality was for at least a solid 5 seconds. And as I'm slowly coming back to my consciousness, it's, when you have an ego death, you don't know what reality is. You look at your arms, you don't know what is, right? It's almost as if like you're putting yourself in the shoes of a 2-year-old, when you're just barely starting to comprehend life and consciousness all over again. And basically the facilitator put his hand on my shoulder, everything's gonna be alright, like, you're doing good, and he was looking at me, and I could just see right through his soul. It was really interesting, just pure intentions, just pure love, and loving kindness and understanding of the experience. It was such a blissful experience. I can't really put it into words, but I'll do the best I can. So what did I write? Very dreamy, like a white cloud coming, as everything seemed high vibrational. A slight high-pitched sound in my ears, but that was very subtle, not as high as on NN-DMT. When things are kind of like blurry, but it was kind of like that when I was seeing like the auras or people moving, like I could literally see them like, kind of like moving in slow motion, as like everything, like from the simulation or whatever, right? Reality was kind of like slowly going back and moving in slow motion. But it was kind of fast at the same time. It's interesting to say. It's like I saw everything in my sphere of vision as the white light was embodying me and drifting me to what seemed to be heaven. But white blank canvas of reality. I felt like it wasn't a dream. In the blink of a moment, I was gone. And then boom, blink of a moment, I was back. But it was more like a feeling when I was in the transition phase. And it felt like a slowly hazy white cloud. Facilitator was just amazing. Chanting some beautiful chants, some beautiful icaros that he's learned, through his different plant diets and everything, right? And the gifts from the plants that he received. And the water in front of me was just amazing. I was looking and I was just admiring, and I was actually one with the waves. One with the wave that I saw at some point. It was really interesting as I was coming back slowly. But that white cloud was still like in my head. It was slowly going back. I tried to I thought I wasn't sure if I was still alive, so I kind of grabbed onto the sand on my side to kind of ground myself again, because I was still very overwhelmed and felt like a cloud, and I felt like a 2-year-old child for a little moment. It was really interesting. Barely knowing what reality was, and before even the experience happened, I thanked the universe, I thanked God, I thanked the frog spirit also for the divine connection. And I also set my intentions before, like any type of ceremony that you'll do in the healing sphere, ayahuasca, Cambo, you name it, right? It's always good to set your intentions before you go into the experience, so you know where you're actually going to heal, so you can actually heal faster and heal better. So anyways, and I also meditated 10 minutes prior, which kind of gave me that, grounding base before I even entered it, so I was much more calm. And so in front of the ocean, it was just an absolute beauty. Oh my God, it was just beautiful. Very positive experience. I felt like I went to heaven and back. I felt like I was one with God for a second, one with the universe, but in just pure white, blank canvas. It was just as if I was in the void before creation, before colors emerged. The experience was absolutely blissful. I do not regret it at all. And so an absolute bliss from within. What else? Everything was vibrating in everyone's auras and energies. You can see it. I was just in awe. I was looking in front of me, the waves and the beautiful scenery. It's just awe. I was just in love with life. I was eternally grateful as I was seeing this. But I was also happy to be back in normal reality. So it was very powerful. It was kind of funny because all that blissfulness actually got transferred into my consciousness. It's almost as if it completely cleansed my whole, as I was in that white cloud, it completely cleansed my whole spirit. And it felt like I was totally cleansed from all negative energies, all negative thoughts, everything. And that, literally the whole day after, that whole day, the rest of the day that I did it, I felt super happy, super blissful. I had these random bursts of laughter, of euphoria during the day. I was just laughing out of pure joy from the inside, just pure bliss and thankfulness and gratefulness for life. I was so thankful. I don't know, it's just, and even even like today, like yesterday, like just very happy, Oh, beautiful experience. So my friends, thank you for watching this report on my experience on 5-MeO. Have a beautiful and gorgeous day, and much more different content to come. Stay blessed, my friends, and much love to all of you. Namaste.